Angela Bushio is here, and she's a life coach, and we're going to be talking about all kinds of ways to save money on the show today. However, Angela says that there's something even more important that we need to do first. So tell us what that is.
That's right. And, you know, money problems are universal. For most people, money is a big issue because money is the commerce of this world. And if you don't have money, you have a lot of problems. People need money, and it's great to know how to save money. But even better than that is knowing how to attract money so that you have money for the things that you need. And so I approach things from a little bit different paradigm, and that is that your beliefs about money have a lot to do with your money situation right now. And in a nutshell, your beliefs basically, if we're describing how that affects your life, is
tell us how that works.
What you expect, you get. What you focus on expands. And so I thought today that we would approach some of those beliefs, look at some of your beliefs, find out, you know, what's going on with you. You know, a lot of people have heard about The Secret. You know, Oprah has exposed this law of attraction. And maybe you have even tried The Secret. You know, you're like, oh, but I've always been positive. I think positive thoughts. I am saying my affirmations every day. I'm wealthy. I'm getting wealthier every day, and nothing is happening. Well, today we're going to talk about some of the unconscious intentions that you have that are actually putting out an energy that is blocking you or resisting you.
Okay, so sometimes our subconscious is fighting against what we think consciously?
That's exactly right, and that's why change is so difficult on every level. It's this resistance that is caused by your unconscious intentions. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to try to uncover some of your unconscious intentions through a little test that I brought with me today. I have a good friend, Roger Gage, who is a prosperity coach that has come up with what he calls the Prosperity IQ test.
Okay, so we have to answer this. Okay.
Yes. So what
ready.
I want you to do, and I want you to notice these questions and how they deal with, most of these beliefs are formed from what people tell us. In fact, most of your core beliefs are formed by the time you're about 2 feet tall. And they actually help you start forming your life and the things that come to you from that time. So to become conscious and aware is our goal.
Well, Angela, if they're shaped like that, that's what I'm thinking. What a responsibility that we have to make sure that we don't ruin our kids.
Absolutely. And Descartes always said awareness is the cure. And I'm hoping today that by sharing this, that you'll examine some of the beliefs that you have about money, and also maybe you'll examine what are some of the beliefs that I'm passing on? You know, what kind of a legacy do we want to leave our children? One of prosperity and abundance, or one of scarcity? And so I'm hoping to uncover some of these beliefs today with this test.
We have 3 minutes, so we should have time to do this. And for the viewers, you can do it with us, or you can. It's going to be on the website. Hopefully today.
It'll be on the website, and if not on that website, you can go to my website, angelabushio.com, which is Bussio. My name's a little weird. But anyway, let's get on with this. Now,
let's do this.
Get a piece of paper. If you can't, just answer these questions in your mind. Okay, here we go. Number 1, do you secretly fear that if you become wealthy, your friends and your family won't like you anymore? Okay, think about that. Number 2, when you grew up, were you ever told, we may not be rich, but at least we're honest? Okay, think about that. Number 3, did your religious upbringing teach you that it is noble to sacrifice now and that you will get your reward only in the afterlife? Think about that. Number 4, did you or do you feel guilty when you started to earn more than your parents?
No.
Okay, maybe some of us still aren't. Okay, number 5, were you raised to fit in and not stand out? It's an interesting question.
No.
Number 6, did you grow up liking shows like Dallas, Beverly Hillbillies, Dynasty, where rich people were always presented as unscrupulous and conniving, or pretentious and bumbling? Number 7, do you have chronic health problems that no doctor can figure out? That's an interesting one.
That is an
We'll get back to
interesting
that
one.
on another show. Do you ever get jealous of people with expensive clothes, houses, and cars, which may have subconsciously made you develop a hate the rich mentality? Number 9, on some level, do you think it is somehow noble, romantic, or spiritual to be poor? That's interesting. Number 10, did you ever end a negative relationship and then immediately replaced it with a relationship just like the one you ended? Okay, so these beliefs go beyond money. Okay, number 11, have you sometimes used judgmental expressions like poor as a church mouse, filthy rich, or obscenely wealthy? 12, have you ever made excuses for failure by saying things like, you have to have money to make money, or you have to know someone? Number 13, do you relish being the underdog and fighting against the odds all the time? That's big for a lot of people. Number 14, is it possible that you experience health challenges, financial challenges, or business failures in order to invoke sympathy and attention from those closest to you? Now that's a real interesting unconscious intention.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later too. 15, are you in a stable relationship, have enough money to meet your needs, and are basically healthy, but just feel that life is passing you by? Now let's go over the scoring real fast. If you said no to 13 to 15 questions, you have a strong prosperity consciousness, and you can pass this quiz along to someone else. Okay? If you said yes to 3 or more questions, you likely have issues of worthiness on some subconscious level. And you're in a holding pattern, afraid to leave your comfort zone, not radically unhappy, but there's no passion in your life or excitement. And you know something is missing, but you may not know what it is.
We're almost out of time, so go
Okay.
briefly on
Yes or no to 5, you're in a stagnancy cycle and sometimes have advances but setbacks all the time. Now, yes to 7 or more, you are definitely headed on a downward track towards serious emotional, physical, and financial challenges.
Okay.
You are in the victim
Quick,
side
tell
of
us how
that.
to fix it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you how to
Okay,
fix
but
it.
how do we fix
Yeah.
it? It's
I got a good score. So how do we
Okay,
change some of
very
these
good.
beliefs?
What
Denny's
you have to
prosperous,
do,
we know.
we have to, first of all, this test, and you're being aware of it, is the first step. You know, once you find out that you're doing something that's not in your best interest, you cannot keep doing it. You'll find a way out of it. But the cool thing is, I can teach you some really wonderful techniques that can help you clear those unconscious beliefs quickly and easily. I'm a master energy psychologist, and the techniques that I have available on my website, which we don't have time to go over, so I'm glad I have my interface.
But she'll have to come back.
Yes, can help you. And so if you can go to the KJAZ website, get my website, go there, you can learn some of the techniques, but awareness is the big one. Just being aware of those. And then
think
learning
that's
some
it.
of the techniques. I have books and resources there that will help you become your own authority. You can do this on your own. You don't need someone else to solve this for you, which is exciting.
So the big thing is, for now, just becoming aware is going to help us. So it goes
Absolutely.
back to living consciously.
Absolutely.
So that's great. Thank you, Angela.
You're welcome.